Hello, this is Ray again from explorerray.com. Welcome back. And today I'm gonna have a little, I don't know if I should call it a rant, but I'm gonna have a little technological advice or something. I'm gonna talk about something that's been known as battery grips. I have 4 DSLRs. This is my Canon 7D. This is my Canon 6D. This is my Canon 5D Mark III. And last but not least, this is my Nikon D810. As you can see, all of them have a battery grip. I like, for instance, this is my favorite one, the Canon 5D Mark III. I like to have it with a battery grip, but let me just show you something, and that is kind of important. The thing with the battery grip, after I can use this as an example, is that, okay, I like the cameras. They are one of the things with DSLRs, people complain they are big and so on, but I like it because you get a lot of longer expectancy. I can shoot a lot more when I have the battery grip because it has 2 batteries instead of 1. It makes me be able to take portraits in a much better way, and it just does something with the ergonomy, the look and feel of the camera if you want. And I think it's a very nice feature to have on your DSLR. But this is the issue. If you start up with this, the way Canon has done it is that what you do is that you have this little handlebar here, and you take it off and you pull it out, and you have this stand which you plug in to attach it, and you just write it on, have it on again. This is fine. This is okay. It's a nice feature. It works rather well, and the way you use it is that, okay, you pull out this lever and you have 2 batteries, and actually you also have this inlet kind of thing that allows you to use like AA batteries instead. You just plug it in so you can have it just in case. So it's kind of a nice feature. So what is my issue with battery grips? And here the plot thickens. This was my first camera. This was my Canon 5D Mark III. This was my first Pro DSLR. And as you can see, the battery grip isn't all that much different from anything else. It's quite nice. Then I got myself my next camera. And here the problem kind of starts. This is my Canon 6D. As you can see, the Canon 6D and the Canon 5D is quite similar in form and shape and so on and so on. But of course, the Canon 6D is the little brother of the 5D in every way. And amongst other things is the physical size. So what have they done here? If we look at the battery grip itself, it seems very similar. It seems like having the same build quality. You have the rubberized outside of it. It looks almost the same. They've changed a little bit from, like on the 5D you have the on-off button here. They have changed it to in the middle here behind. So okay, they made some minor changes. But how it connects and so on, that is the same as for the 5D. You take it out, and you put it, and you plug it in, and you use it. Okay, so far so good. This is nice. And here is also a thing. It works in the exact same way, and you actually have like 2 batteries all the time. So, what is the issue with this? The main issue I have with this is that it doesn't fit my 5D. It is slightly smaller, and that actually makes all the difference. So I actually have to buy a new one to get, so I can't share it between the 5D and the 60. Okay, it's a design choice made by Canon, but I actually have one little thing too, actually to add, and that is from use. And this is actually my second 6D I actually own. And the reason, this was an insurance case, because I was up in the Svalbard Islands a year ago, or actually it was this year's Easter, like a half year ago. And as you can see, one of the things I do is that, I'll probably show you in another video later, I use the R-strap system. So I have attached my R-strap, which keeps it carried like a slingshot over my shoulder. I have it attached to the bottom of the tripod mount thing. This is where I have put on the knob for fastening it to my R-strap. What actually happened was that I was out riding a snowmobile, and because of the vibration, this thing here actually managed to turn loose. So I actually dropped it in the snow. It was an accident, it went actually fine, but of course being in snow, losing it from like half a meter down into snow, it got some electricity inside, and after a while it died when I turned it into maintenance. So my insurance company said, okay, this was an accident, here you have a new one. But actually I've been a little bit cautious. I've never experienced anything about that with the 5D or when I've been using that everywhere. But actually I've been a little bit cautious about the battery grip on the 60 after that incident, and making sure that this knob always is tightened when I'm using it. So maybe just a word of caution there. If we go to the next one, then actually we'll go to, this is my third Canon DSLR. This is the old Canon 7D, which is a brilliant crop sensor camera. I know that it has come the 7D Mark II, but this is the old one. This is the original 7D for like 4 years back. I bought it used. I bought it used this summer. I think it's a really nice camera, and especially when you're shooting like wildlife or using a zoom or something, I think it's totally brilliant. And it's probably not worth, for me, it's probably not worth upgrading because I have the 60 and the 5D. But let's talk about the battery grip. Here Canon has done this kind of thing. It looks the same as the other ones. It has the same kind of look and feel, almost. It's a little bit rounder edge here. There's a little bit different ergonomics. It almost is the same, but what they have done here is that where they turn it on here, you turn it on by switching the style. So they changed the ergonomics. The third place they actually managed to put on the on-off switch. They made it in a different place. In addition, what they have done is, if you look here, if I take it on, they follow the same standard as they have always done. So that's kind of nice. It works okay. So you can switch it quite nice back, and you have two batteries. But what they've done here, instead of letting them slide out inside out as on the 5D and the 60, what they've done is the following. They use this slider bar here, which open this little hatchet. Sorry about that. You open this little hatchet and you put two batteries in. Now I didn't have any batteries here at this point in time, so as you can see, I have part of one battery here and one battery here. I haven't actually checked that out, but as from what I can tell, you don't have the option for the 7D to get one of those inlets you can have on the 60 and the 5D that allows you to use AA batteries for an extra backup if you don't want to bring too many batteries. So that's another thing, and just worth mentioning it. I was at a photo fair the other day, and they showed all the new news from Canon, and I started talking with one of the Canon salesmen, and asked him, can I use the battery grip from my 7D Mark I on the 7D Mark II? He was like, no, of course not, you can't. Okay, so if I in one point in time want to get myself a 7D Mark II, I have to buy myself a new battery grip fit for that version. Okay, so now I've been talking about 3 different battery grips which are totally incompatible on the Canon side. As you might have noticed, I'm a new Nikon user. So, okay. This is my new Nikon D810, and of course I wanted to have the feel I wanted the battery grip, a battery grip on this too. So I got one. So let's see how they have done it. What they have done is the following. As you can see, it looks very nice. It fits very nice with very nice ergonomic of the camera system. It gives a good hold. I fastened my R-strap mount the same place. You have a little joystick here. You have some control buttons, a speed dial. You have everything you need in the same places, and here you attach it. But look, let's see what Nikon has done. So what they have done is the following. When I take off my battery grip, I still have a camera. As you can see on the Canons and so on, when I take off the battery grip, I don't have anything I can use because it's attached to the inside column, the battery column of the DSLR. But let's see. On the Nikon, they have actually managed to just keep the camera still up and running. So I can still turn it off and I can still use it as much as I want because one of the batteries are here. And I can take out the battery and so on. It's still on the camera. Okay, so what do we have here then? What does the battery grip do? The battery grip, which comes with the Canon 810, I don't know how it is on other Nikon models, it has the same very nice little slider that you have on the 5D and the 60 from Canon. But, okay, and then I just asked myself, what they have done here is that they have made a slider which fits for one. What I have understood, but I don't know, so I have only read about this, I don't know, I haven't tested it myself, is that you actually can get different kinds of sliders that can probably, you can probably get fitting like AA batteries, or even the batteries from the D4S, which is some specialized version battery equivalent to Canon's 1DX big battery things. But for me, I find it actually quite annoying that if I want to charge the battery in my Nikon, I actually have to take off the battery grip, and after I've taken it off, then I can take out that battery and then I can charge it. So, if I want to conclude, I have 4 DSLRs, I have 4 battery grips, and they all work in a different way, even if they look quite the same. So, I guess it's just part of being just something you have to accept. But I would really wish that they actually had maybe made them a little bit cross-compatible. Maybe not from, especially when it comes to the Canons, that they have made it a little bit more cross-compatible. And when it comes to the Nikon, I would really hope that they could actually have fitted 2 batteries in the battery grip instead of 1 in the battery grip and 1 in the DSLR, which they have done, because I can understand it if you are a user that don't necessarily just dependent on situation wants to use the battery grip, then I can understand it. But if you want to use it more or less constantly, it's just kind of bothers me that I actually have to dismount the battery grip to be able to charge the battery on my Nikon. Okay, that was my little rant and my little walkthrough of the different battery grips. Yeah, that was kind of it. So take care and have an excellent evening. Goodbye.